So we continue from the last talk. I want to talk about the surface tension of the adhesive in liquid form. Surface tension is so important. You have to understand if you want to go deep for the adhesive science. Surface tension is one of the key for the success of the adhesive on different surfaces. So, if we wanna apply a surface adhesive on a piece of surface, we wanna know the wetability on for this particular adhesive on a particular surface. The wetability is determined by the surface tension. So when we apply the adhesive the adhesive should be in the liquid form, and after that adhesive will solidify into solid. So and form a useful bond. That's a definition of what adhesive is. So the first thing is it's a liquid form, and when the liquid form apply a surface, it should create an intimate contact. If the contact if the contact is not intimate, and the space between the adherent and the adhesive is bigger than a nanometer, bigger than 1 nanometer, then the contact will be the bond is very weak. Between the bond, there should be van der Waals force, the hydrogen bond, or ionic force. So these force create the bond. That's a bond. That's a force to stick these two together, adherent and adhesive. And if the space between them is bigger than 1 nanometer, then the bond is not good. So the surface tension determines if you have a successful intimate contact or not. So the surface tension is very important. For most of the adhesives, solvent-based adhesives, the wetability is not a big problem because for most of the solvent, the surface tension is low, and for water-based adhesive, the surface tension could be a problem because water has a higher surface tension than other solvents. I'm not saying water has the highest surface tension in all liquid. It's not true. Just like for example, mercury of course has a higher surface tension than water. But would you use mercury as a solvent for adhesive? Of course not. No, nobody is gonna do that. I never heard about that. So it's out of the question, out of the list. Nobody is gonna think about that. So when we talk about the solvent-based adhesive, I mean the adhesive in the common solvent, organic solvent. The solvent-based adhesive, usually you don't have to consider about the wettability problem. It always wet the surface pretty well, so it's not a big problem. But for the water-based, because water has a higher surface tension, so it could cause a problem, and you have to think about the wettability. Now, how you think about wettability is that think about it in a very simple way. That the surface tension of the substrate, the adherent or called adherent, should be higher than the surface tension for the adhesive. Should be higher than that. Let's take an example like Teflon. Teflon has a very low surface tension. It's if my memory is good, it's 18 millijoule per square meter. So the Teflon has a very low surface tension. That's why Teflon is used for coating on the like cooking pan. So the wet pellet, the oil or other stuff cannot wet this surface, and so it's easily cleaned. Can be easily cleaned. That's why Teflon is used for the coating on the using cooking pan, and also the melting temperature and the degradation temperature. Yeah, even the TG is very high for the Teflon. So the Teflon is used for the coating. But that's another story. But today we are just talking about the wettability. And if you drop epoxy has a surface tension of 42 millijoule per square meter. So it's bigger than 18 millijoule per square meter for the Teflon. And if you drop some epoxy on the Teflon surface, after it's solidified, you can easily peel it off, peel the epoxy off. You can easily peel it off. So that bond is really weak. Is really weak. So that's a surface tension you need to think about. And you can go in much deeper for the surface tension. How this get calculated? How you you know how you're gonna use the knowledge on developing of the new adhesives. You can go much deeper than this. This is just an introduction for you.